Well rising to you all. A wise one once said, "This is why I tell you not to worry about everyday life, whether you have enough food and drink, or enough clothes to wear. Isn't life more than food, and your body more than clothing? Look at the birds. They don't paint, plant, harvest, store food in barns, yet still the heavenly source feeds them. And aren't you far more valuable than they are? Can all of your worries add a single moment to your life? And again, why do you worry about your clothing? Look at the lilies of the field and how they grow. They don't work to make their clothing. Yet the greatest kings in all their glory were not dressed as beautifully as these flowers are. And if the source cares so wonderfully for wildflowers that are here today and thrown into the fire tomorrow, the source will certainly care for you. Why do you have such little faith?" This quote from Yeshua is one of the most profound statements about faith and knowingness. This quote actually begins with the statement that says you can't serve two masters, God and money. And the dualistic interpretation says, you could either go for money and be rich or be spiritual and be broke. But the truth of this is, we have to realize that we can make the choice to think from our lower mind, which is concerned about all of the tasks of the day, which is concerned about how we're going to pay our light bill, which is concerned about how am I going to put food on the table. It just says how, why, when, all of the questions that worry and rack our brain. Or we can tap into our higher mind, which simply knows the answer to accomplish all of the tasks we need to help us get everything that we need in life. Now, it may sound a little simplistic, but it really is true. For on a metaphysical level, we can make the choice to engage the world with simply our two eyes, or we can engage the world with our spiritual awareness. And when we engage the world with our spiritual awareness, we will be tapping into the consciousness of the universe itself. We will be actively participating in the knowingness that we are everything. We will realize that we don't have to worry about lack. We don't have to worry about if we will have or have not. We don't have to worry about if we will lose anything. For we will know that we are everything. And when we walk with the awareness that we are everything, we open up our intuition that gives us the feeling navigation that will put us in the right place and at the right time around the right people, situations, and things that will ensure we have exactly what we need. This is the difference between a monkey mind and a higher mind. This is the difference between a worrier and a goer and a doer. This is the difference between a planner and a manifester. At any given moment in our life, we can engage the higher mind or the monkey mind, and it's okay. For we are human, and we have moments when we fall off the horse. But do know that at any given moment, we can get right back on our forward movement of intention. We can get right back on our expanded awareness of knowingness. We can get right back in sync with the expansive flow of life that ensures that we expand. And this flow will ensure that we expand because that is what the universe is. That's all the universe does. All the universe is an ever-expanding awareness, an ever-expanding presence, an ever-expanding energy that is waiting and welcoming us to participate with it. We have the choice to walk in the open arms of reception to everything that is open for us, that everything that wants to come into our life, for everything that wants us to live in excellence and live in prosperity and live in abundance. Every single one of us has the opportunity to live that life. And we live that life when we stop worrying. We live that life when we stop doubting. We live that life when we stop hanging on to the fragile state of the conditions that we are in. And we walk with the dominion of the universe itself. So, will you continue to worry about how your day is going to go? Or will you go forth knowing that it is good? The choice is yours. So, choose good instead. Here is our affirmation. The Spirit has no responsibilities. The Spirit knows no want nor fear. It is complete within itself and lives by virtue of its own being. I am spirit and cannot take on the fears of the world. My ways are made straight before me. The pathway of life is an endless road of eternal satisfaction and perfect joy. My life within me is complete and perfect, and it has no cares or burdens. It is free spirit and cannot be bound. I rejoice in that freedom. This is your reminder to self. Blessings.